welcome to Turn the Page, the official podcast of the Syosset Public Library.
Hello, this is Jessica, and I am here with
Dawn Berkowitz-Ader from GAALS, Girls Athletics and Life Skills.
And Tina Lemps from Femcho.
And we are going to turn the page. Welcome for the first time visiting us on Turn the Page. I literally grabbed you after finishing up your program because it sounds so interesting. And could you please tell us a little bit about what you do and the program you did for us tonight?
I would like to tell you first what my company's about, what I do, and then hear Dawn's, and then we can tell you how we collaborated for tonight.
I would love to hear it.
So Femcho is a fitness, wellness, an educational program for girls that consists of dance fitness and girl talk. And it centers around the words that Femcho stands for: friendship, empathy, mindfulness, compassion, honesty, and open-mindedness. We change that a lot. And we go to libraries and schools and to Girl Scouts. And our goal is for girls to really support each other and be the best that they can be for themselves.
Great. And so not so different from what Tina described for Femcho. GAALS empowers girls through programs and really is trying to build character and confidence and life skills through games and physical activities and through dialogue that really enables the girls to recognize that they're not the only one that's thinking and feeling what they are. And by hearing that others realize the same. By hearing that others feel the same way, they start to feel better about themselves.
I think those are all very good points. I mean, even as adults, we like to know that we're not on an island with our feelings that nobody has felt before. I mean, of course, we all feel things uniquely because they're unique to us, but I think it's important to build these communities where people reach out and understand one another. So did you want to tell us then about how you guys began?
I could start it.
Yeah.
So I have discovered as women become leaders and have more and more opportunities that they don't always walk the walk. And instead of working together and supporting each other, sometimes they get a reputation for being more cutthroat and competitive. Mm-hmm. I had met Dawn many years ago at a Girl Scout event, and I've met many other people, but somehow I had the sense that Dawn and I could work together even though we are in a sense considered competitors, and this is our first joint event here at the Syosset Library.
Oh, that's so cool.
And
I grabbed you at the right time.
and bring what we do each best in our programs and to bring it to mothers and daughters in hopes that they would bond as well.
Yeah, I think what's so exciting is that we are truly about empowering girls and women, because if they choose my path or Tina's path, it doesn't matter, because the end goal is to empower girls and women, and however they choose to get there, that's what's important, that they do it. And so, for Tina and I to share kind of our innermost thoughts and secrets and be honest with one another about the process of collaborating and our fears, our very real fears, has really been an eye-opening experience. And I think it will make us both better leaders and stronger at the work that we do.
Yes, it was quite frightening to share with Dawn my process and what I do and the inner workings of Femcho. And of course, we admitted our own insecurities. Even though we're successful women, we're both still scared. and how we're just so delighted that we were able to do this tonight. And thanks for the opportunity, because we are truly working together rather than competing.
And that's what it's all about. I think from a very young age, young girls are taught that the way they're going to get ahead is by cutting one another down. I mean, or at least in the past, that had been, really what it seemed to be. And I think in more recent years, people have taken a step back and realized that it's really not getting anybody anywhere. You encourage collaboration, you encourage women to lift one another up, to work together, to find where their strengths meet, and beautiful things begin to happen.
Absolutely. And I would say that just as a mother, we can impart our knowledge and share with our daughters what we believe and hope for the best. But what I think is truly special about the work that we do is that girls learning from one another and sharing with one another, it just gives a different mindset, right? So mom knows nothing, right? And when you hear it from other girls, it reinforces that. And we do it in context, right? And so it's very different than just having a conversation and saying, this is how we treat our friends. Right, but we're actually doing it in the moment and complimenting how the girls are treating one another and respecting one another. And I think that that is really beautiful to watch.
And Dawn and I both are very committed to enabling girls to lead as girls and women to lead as women, because otherwise, why do we want women leaders? We want to be who we are. We don't need to try to lead as a man does. I think the world needs a little bit more of that right now, and I think our programs both enable girls to do that from a young age.
To tap into the natural leadership skills that they might have. Right. I think that's another good point. I mean, I remember I was a child in the 80s, and I just remember, just all of these tropes about, what a woman would have to be like to be a boss. And, I women in the workplace, there have been women in the workplace forever. But in, businesses, and it's been a long process, and it's interesting. I don't know. Did you guys watch Mad Men at all?
Mm-hmm. I did. I am one of the few on the planet that did not.
It's okay. It's okay. The reason I ask is because there are several women in the show who do take on leadership skills in different ways, and it's very interesting. But there was a sense of, I think, Peggy, who started off as kind of, I guess, mousy and quiet. There was a point, I think, where she was trying to lead as a man, but she didn't really need to. She had an innate skill.
Absolutely. And I think that's what it's about. It's about finding out who you are and embracing your authenticity, right? And everyone's going to go about doing things in a different way, and it doesn't make one person right or one person wrong or better. It's really about finding your strengths and being who you are and being comfortable in your own skin. I think that that's what, we're doing. We're applauding these girls for being themselves and valuing who they are.
That is great. Can you tell us a little bit about the movement part of it?
The movement from Femcho is called Dance Fitness. And basically we ask the girls what they think the difference might be. The basic differences are that you don't have to be a good dancer. You can just dance for the joy.
That's awesome, because I'm a terrible dancer.
As am I.
You, as Dawn knows, anybody can do our dance fitness moves. We teach them and we make up funny names for the steps. We try to use music that the girls like, so that's also a way of bonding and forming trust. And then there's always some kind of fitness move, like a lunge or a jumping jack, that's in it as well. My platform has been fitness for 40 years, and that led me into Femcho, working with girls.
That sounds wonderful. Well, I want to thank you both for coming by. And if people would like to hear more about your organizations, what you do, where could they look? Where could they reach you?
So for GAALS, you can go to www.gaalsusa, and GAALS is spelled GAALS, USA.com.
And femshow.com, an easy way to reach us. I want everyone to know that both of us come to your location. We'll come to your school, to your library, to your Girl Scout troop, to your community center. We make it easy and fun.
Thank you for coming to us, Tina and Dawn. And we are going to close this chapter of Turn the Page.
It's time to close this chapter of Turn the Page. Join us for the next episode.